Welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. The season reaches a conclusion with the showdown we have for you in the Liberty Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas State Bobcats. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Bobcats offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
Man, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, Reese, after everything you just said. Do not blink, do not go to the bathroom, because both of these offenses can score quickly. These passing attacks are two of the most dangerous in the entire country, and it's always fun when you get to this first game now, because it's one thing to do it in practice, but you can't wait to get out and finally do it against a live defense. And when you've got quarterback play and you've got weapons catching the ball like these offenses have, boy, oh boy, you know it's just going to be exciting.
Motion from the wideout. Plows through the defense. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
And the Bobcats in a good spot here with second and short. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. Snagged out of the air. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. Trying the run, it's Burgess. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes. With more ground to cover. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play, but if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Sooners offense will now get its first chance with the football. How will they be able to deal with this lockdown corner on the outside who believes he can take away half the field? Pulled and finds his man on the left. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Bobcats decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Just keeps moving. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his man. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hansen. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
From the gun, running back on the move. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On third down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sategna. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if your defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Balls and fired complete. Could not make his way to the corner. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out of the backfield, he's open. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys, he saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Jackson will throw. He makes the grab. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
And the Bobcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Sategna. Hard running there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Harris. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
To the air, it's Mateer. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Back to throw, it's Mateer. The sweet feet buy a little time. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running inside, it's Burgess. Oh, he's got some space. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll keep it on the ground. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Burgess. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll send the back in motion. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running
all the way down. Motion from the wide receiver. Spins away from the defender. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. First and 10. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Got his man out of the backfield. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. The RPO, it's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The run inside. It's Robinson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.